Hello guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we're going to be making fried rice, and we're going to be using green beans. Some people call it runner beans, carrots, onions. Guys, onions is super expensive. How much is this kind of onions in your area? I've removed some parts. Okay, this is ginger, and this is garlic, and this is green peas. Okay, fresh one. And then this is spring onions. So I've actually cut the onions board on it. And this is sweet corn, green pepper is a must, and then habanero pepper. And then our rice. So this rice is already washed, and I allow it to dry. As you can see, it is dry. There is no water. Make this a mandatory. You just wash your rice ahead of time. Allow it to drain all the water very well. I will tell you the reason. So if it's like this, you won't experience any burning at all. Okay. And then in all, I have a small shop of this red onion, green pepper, spring onions, ginger, garlic. So this is just my small manual blender where I'll crush them in a rough way, like not blended, just roughly crushed. And then I'll be showing you where I'll be using it. So with this blender, you can easily crush your ginger, garlic. You don't need to start dicing it or using grater. I did not add water. That's why you see it's more of like crushed. So if you want it to be blended, you can add more water. But me, I don't need water while frying my rice, because this is what I'll be using to fry the rice. Okay, so in all, one secret about fried rice is, in fact, secret about frying is avoid water. Okay, so you prepare everything and don't allow much water inside. So we're going to start, and this is, we'll put a dry pot. Please make sure you scrub your pot. Don't allow any sticking, burning from your previous cooking. Okay, and when the pot is dry, make sure that both the down of the pot and the side of the pot is properly dry, and there is no water at all. When I say properly dry, as you can see from here, the side of the pot dry. Okay, and then if you are certain about that, then you can add your butter or your oil. So for this one, I'll be using oil, vegetable oil. As you can see, power oil. And when you are cooking your food, I can drop a measurement here for you, but it depends on whatever the quantity you are cooking. Okay, if you are cooking 3 cups of rice, for example, like me, I'm using 2.5 cups of rice. If you are cooking 3 cups of rice, you should know the amount of oil that will be enough for you. But if maybe in subsequent time, I might be using kilo to explain it for you. So you see that crushed vegetable that I earlier blended, I'll pour it in this oil. I want my oil sweetened. You get? I want that aroma to mix up, the spices to release all those flavors inside the oil. So you fry it. When you're frying this, please endeavor that the water, the vegetable have water. Endeavor that the water is drained off. Like when you fry it, you could notice that automatically this is frying. Okay, don't be in a hurry to pour it, stir it, and pour your rice. No, stir it small and allow them to release their flavor in the oil. So after this stirring, you're gonna pour your rice. So pouring the rice at this junction, it will not give you headache of start gumming, because some people, why they get tired of this is because once they pour the rice, you notice that it already start burning. Like as you're stirring it, you'll be having difficulty because you could feel that it's sticking to the pot. Do you know the reason? Is because there is water left in that rice. So, but for this, as you can see, the rice is as if I just carried it out of the bag. No, it's already washed. So As you can see, I'm not finding it difficult to stir it. Sometimes when you put your oil, you start frying, you feel that the oil is not enough. Oh, will this be able? Just keep frying it. You will see the oil will circulate on its own. So while you are doing it, for people that like turning rice, ina agwoya ka basha. You like turning. Once you put food for fire, you go use spatula follow am or spoon. And I advise you to use wooden utensils, like using wooden ladle or spatula to turn your fried rice. In fact, when you are cooking, it's easier. For all these aluminium pots, just try and use wooden utensil. So when this is stirring, don't make the heat, just put it on a low or medium heat. So for this my fried rice, I'll be using turmeric. You can use curry. In fact, curry is the popularly known one. But sometimes I don't really like the color that curry give me, especially if you don't get the good curry. So I like using mixture of the both, or I will use only turmeric. Turmeric give it this fine sharp color, okay, of that fried rice. Always know growing up. So you just put it. Some people like it very deep brown, like very deep golden color, you know, the deeper color of fried rice, while some like it lighter. Me, I don't prefer, depending on my mood when I'm cooking. So as you can see, when you put it, keep stirring, keep stirring. This is the opportunity you have to stir because after this, my dear, you have to control your temper when you are stirring, because you don't be stirring anymore. So you stir it, continue stirring so that it does not burn. Okay, and then as you're stirring, you could notice that the rice is already frying itself. In fact, even you'll be hearing ting 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 ting, like the rice will now be frying very well. You can even perceive. Then that spice, that small vegetable, you know, that ginger, that crushed thing you put inside it, you will start perceiving the aroma. Your neighbors will already start knowing, oh, someone is cooking fried rice. Even without, this is the moment someone will find out that you're making fried rice. Okay. And what another thing that helps it very well is if you're using curry, because curry is a very flavorful spicy that once you put it inside oil, everybody in your vicinity will know that you are cooking something with it. So stir it properly, and when you are, as you can see now, this is more of dark, it's darker in color than the initial time I put it. So now you pour your stock, the stock water. Stock is the water you got from your meat. So you have to prepare your meat, like season it properly. Okay, when you pour the stock, you cover it and then allow it to cook. So at this junction, it's cooking, and I poured the fresh green peas and then the diced habanero pepper. Cover it. But the green peas needs to be done, so you have to make sure that you pour it when the rice is cooking. Put it when the rice is cooking. Cover it. Please, when you are cooking rice, rice is done by heat, so you don't need to be opening it up and down. But I have to open it because I'm showing you something. Okay, so while your rice is almost done, as someone that have two gas burner, like I have to start frying the vegetable in the other side. So, but there's one trick. If you know that you did not add, maybe when your rice is almost done, and you notice that there is not enough oil in your rice, you can amend it with this vegetable. So add more oil when you want to fry the vegetable. But if it's okay, no problem. Just fry the vegetable with the normal oil you're supposed to use. You can also use margarine or butter for this. It's still okay. For this whole process, I'm not using butter, I'm using vegetable oil. So pour your onions first. If you have ginger, garlic, I've already put those one in my meat for the stock, and also added it when I was frying the rice. So I have enough, so that's why I don't need to put it in this vegetable anymore. So when this is done, you can now add the other vegetable. When you simmer it small, add other vegetables. So I used to add my carrots, green beans, like the runner beans and the sweet corn first, because they are stronger unlike the onions, the spring onions, that is more spring onions, then what was it again, the spring onions and the other green pepper. No, I used to add it later, as you can see now. So when frying this, please, you know, when you are cooking, is either you cook longer on a low heat or you cook faster on a high heat. So for this vegetable, I'm going to fry it faster on a high heat. You get? So that I don't want it to be to kind of overdone or drain oil, or so I just want it to retain its color as well as getting done in the level I want it. Okay, then season it. Put your small seasoning cube. Like for me, no is 2 in 1, so I'm using just 1 cube, and then add small salt, because I need this vegetable to have its own taste. But have in mind that your rice is already cooked and is well seasoned. So these are the mathematics you need to do. If you are to use 2 Maggi for the whole food, use 1 and 1/4, and remain the quarter for this vegetable. So at the end of it, you will not end up cooking so much salt, but the rice was not salty. Yeah, the salt came from the vegetable, so you need to avoid any sort of miscalculation. Okay, so while this is frying, make sure that the water is fried properly to remove all the water from the vegetable and get it fried. If not, if there is still water remaining, that is when the people used to have issue with fried rice does not last. So just keep it the next day, don't already spoil. No, it's because you used to have a lot of water in your vegetable. Okay, when you fry it, you could see under the pan that there is no water, it's just oil, and everything is properly fried. You can even perceive the aroma when the thing is already getting done. All right, okay, and this is it. Here we are. As you can see the color, it has not changed its color. Some people will fry their vegetable and at the end you see that the vegetable is dead. The colors have changed. The carrot is no longer yellow or red, or the green vegetable have withered out. No, that's not it. Put it on a high heat and don't let it stay longer. Okay, so when this is done, take it down, off your gas, and you don't necessarily need to allow it to cool off. Just pour it in your rice and stir. While pouring it inside the rice, if I've already off the light, no problem, you can on it back and put it on a very low heat, because the rice is still very hot. You get? At this junction, we are trying not to make the vegetable overcooked. Okay, so when it's ready, just on the gas on a very low heat for your rice, and then you pour the vegetable inside the rice and then stir. So if I open this rice now, you find out that I did not stir it, but I was checking it. If I ensure you have enough water, maybe your rice you need to add water, take from your stock. If your stock is finished, no problem, always have a boiled water in your kettle. Don't go and add the random cold water in your rice when you are cooking. It will take the temperature back. That is when your rice start ending up being soaky. Okay, so looking at this is as if my fried rice is ready, but I'm a lover of vegetable, as you can see. In fact, the vegetable is enough, in fact over enough, because this is the way I like it. Fried rice does not have much drama like putting crayfish. You can put, for me, I don't like the taste of crayfish, so this vegetable is the only gain you have in fried rice. So make sure you are very generous about it, as your taste. Actually, for me, as you can see, I am over generous about it because I love it. Okay, if you see this vegetable, I can even stir fry it like this and use it to eat rice. Yeah, just like that. Okay, so, and this is it. The fried rice is ready. So you don't have to. Sometimes people celebrate fried rice as if it's one. it's good that you celebrate it, but it's something that is as simple as ABCD. Guys, when girl come to your house and cook fried rice, oh wow, you can still cook it and it come out perfectly. I check it out now. It didn't take us time. The only time fried rice take is the time you need to dice the vegetable, wash your rice, parboil your meat. This is the stages in fried rice. And when you are done with it, the rest is just put the pot on the gas, start doing the magic. So this is our fried rice. If you go to fast food, you can count the number of carrots, green peas or green, sometimes it's only carrot or just small tiny you will see. But these are not expensive in market. They are not so expensive. Okay, so you can bring it home, prepare it with your children. Healthy enough. If you don't eat healthy, hospital go collect the rest of your money. Guys, check this fried rice out and tell me what you think. Will you give it a try? When you carry it out now, when you off your gas, please don't cover it completely. Allow the steam to come out. Don't let it overcook. Alright, so this is me. I've plated it. This is the one I want to consume this night. As you can see, it is super yummy. So guys, thank you for watching and God bless you. Mwah.